All right, friends. Let's have everybody take a seat. Those of you joining us online, thank you for being here. We're excited to have you. And let's see if I can send a few links to people online that are tuning in online. Here. We are going to try to... let's see here. All right. So we're going to play a fun game today. This game is called Cards Christians Like. How many guys have played Cards Against Humanity before? All right. How many of you guys have played Apples to Apples before? All right, perfect. I'm going to explain it to you guys, all right? All right. All right. Sorry, my little ear thing is not working correctly. Okay, so the premise of this game, hey Adam, good to see you, buddy, is I'm going to give you guys, let's play 5 rounds for now, okay? And hopefully it'll go quick. And what you're going to get 5 cards. Actually, let's do 4 because it's already 6:37. So 4 cards. You guys are going to get 4 cards each. And on these cards, they're going to have, similarly to Cards Against Humanity or Apples to Apples, they're going to have phrases on them, right? So this phrase says church guys, all right? Very easy. You might not know what that means. If you don't know what that means, you're not a good Christian. I'm just kidding. Or this one's great. It says abstinence, all right? So, and then I'm going to read a blue card, which a blue card would have a phrase with usually like a fill in the blank, and you guys would fill in that blank. So let's say my card is abstinence that I want to play, and the theme is, I did not expect to find blank in the ladies' bathroom. I did not expect to find abstinence in the ladies' bathroom. The one that gets me to laugh the hardest is the one that gets the point, all right? What you're going to do is you guys are going to, I'm going to read the card, and then I'm going to put out a place for you to put all the cards down. You guys can get up one at a time, put the cards down, and then I'm going to collect them all. Please remember, we're still socially distancing, so try to respect that as much as you can. All right. 4 cards each. I'm going to mute myself here so that I can put a mask on and give you guys these cards. Okay, hold on. Got it. All right. Am I on set? Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. So what you're going to do is one at a time. When you guys find the one you want for that this theme, you're going to come up and leave it on this chair here, okay? You can just come up, toss it on there, and then when everybody's, we're going to have 45 seconds to be able to go through the round, maybe 30 seconds, and that's going to be it. Okay, 4 rounds. If somebody gets more than one, then they'll be the winner. If not, then we'll maybe schedule some more time for this next time. All right, here we go. What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced. All right, what I saw when I burst into my pastor's office. It's not a race. I'm going to read them all, okay? What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced.
If I don't have a good one, can I just not put anything?
Well, there's only 4 rounds, so yeah, you can not put anything, but... You have one for Danny? All right, here we go. 30 seconds left.
Hurry.
All right, here we go. Let's look at these cards here. All right. What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced, outdated worship songs. Hey, you know what? I don't need that from you guys, all right? Yeah, Jason's office. Actually, that's kind of true. All right, here we go. Accidentally cussing. Ooh. Diego thinks he saw me cussing one time. All right, here we go. What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced, prayer. Oh, I love that. That's great. You guys think I'm just praying all the time, don't you? What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office, exorcisms. What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office, youth groups named Fuse, Ignite, Velocity, or Zone. Or Catalyst, right? What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced, dancing on Sunday mornings like I do on Saturday nights. Oh, man. Persuasive snakes? Interesting. What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced was my grandmother's King James Version Bible. What I saw was praying in the King James Version. O Lord, how art thou? What I saw when I entered into my pastor's office unannounced was Justin Bieber becoming a Christian. What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced was essential oils. I'm only laughing because it's true. What I saw when I burst into my pastor's office unannounced was taking an offering for a church fireworks show. And not exercising. Essential oils gets it. All right, Harry. You're good. You can stay there. I'm just going to give you the point, Harry. Good job, dude. All right, next one. What I'm really thinking about during the sermon. What I'm really thinking about during the sermon. So instead of thinking about the sermon, you're thinking of... Wow, that's loud. All right, here we go. All right, here's what I really think about during the sermon. Impressing my church crush by stacking chairs. What I really think about when I'm doing the sermon is being single against my will. Living in the flesh. Oh. Living in the flesh. Oh, come on, guys. All right, what I'm really thinking about during the sermon is circumcision. Ooh, that one might get it. That one might get it. What I'm really thinking about during the sermon is asking God to let unhealthy food be nourishment to our bodies. Yes, I always ask for that when I'm about to dig in on some pizza. I say, God, would you let this be nourishing to our bodies and not to my thighs? What I'm thinking about really during the sermon is the first time Adam saw Eve. Hey. Hey. My wedding night. Ooh. Ooh. What I think about Jason in the back, yeah, the wedding night. What I think about really during the sermon is not being allowed to read Harry Potter. What I'm really thinking about during the sermon is using Christian cuss words. What I'm really thinking about during the sermon is being allowed to play Kanye West at church. Binge watching The Office. Touring the Bible Museum with my homeschool group. Telling a safer version of my actual testimony. All right. I'm going to say, we're going to narrow it down to two. You guys can pick. One I think was funny, but it's a little inappropriate. Anyways, what I'm thinking about during the sermon is either circumcision or asking God to nourish my body with unhealthy food. Circumcision, raise your hand. And unhealthy food, raise your hand. All right, the circumcisions have it. Who had circumcision? Nice, Adam. That one. Yeah. No. All right, here we go. All right, what is bigger than last week's attendance? What is bigger than last week's attendance? I know. All right. What's bigger than last week's church attendance? Hey, what the heck?
You should read the card.
You ripped a card?
No, it got ripped.
Bruh, I just bought this game today.
Hey, Josh, wanna know what it said?
What?
I can't even say it now.
Yeah, it's really
I can't even say it.
All right, what's bigger than last week's church attendance? Shopping, church shopping. Rage. Oh, ouch. The lake of fire. That is true. An ungodly amount of financial debt. That is also true. The fruit of the Spirit. Turning to your neighbor and saying, I'm glad you're here today. What is bigger than last week's attendance? The pews. You guys don't know anything about pews. We used to have pews. Actually, not here, huh? At my old church, we had pews. Holding back my tears. Bishop T.D. Jakes. I don't know who that is. Toxic relationships. That is bigger than last week's attendance. A thick southern accent. The golf cart in our church parking lot that drives us 50 feet. We don't know that here, but there are lots of churches that do that. I'm going to go with an ungodly amount of financial debt. Pete, look at that. That was perfect that it was you who did that one. All right.
You wanna know what it said?
Yes.
It said my overweight pastor.
Oh, it's true though. It's okay. It's true though. All right, here it is. That probably would have won, yes. What is my pastor's guilty pleasure? Y'all have one left, so hopefully you can submit it and it'll be funny. Know which one you submit. What is my pastor's guilty pleasure? Starbucks? What? I don't know about that. Not anymore. Essential oils. That would have been a good one. I do like pumpkin spice. Come on, who doesn't like pumpkin spice? Guitars, new shoes. Peep the new shoes. Hey, maybe. All right, here's my pastor's guilty pleasure. Embracing a season of singleness. Oh, he might have used to been. The spiritual gift of criticism. Getting washed in the blood. Leaving room for Jesus. Yes, you guys know that you have to leave room for Jesus in between you and your significant other. All right? At least 6 feet. My mom referring to my Xbox as a golden calf. If you replace mom with wife, that actually might be true. I might just do that. All right, my favorite worship song. Oh, that's a good one. Listening to worship music on my way home from a rough day at work. Gun control. I know that there are a few people here that, it might be their guilty pleasure or lack of it. Alternative Halloween church activities. We're going to do a movie night this year, guys. I think that's actually what we did this year. Sucking it in when the church photographer passes by. I know that one all too well. Making good choices. Sneaking out during the altar call. Yes, if you've ever been to a big church, it's a pro tip. Get out during the altar call. You're like, it's not for me anyways right now. I'm already a Christian. I'm out, right? Yeah, you beat the traffic. You get home in time. You get the good lunch. Yep. My poor choices over the weekend. Oh, and forgetting the names of the people I just met, which happens more often than I'd like to admit. I'm going to change the word mom, but it's my wife referring to my Xbox as my golden calf. Who's that one? My mom putting my Xbox as my golden calf? Harry, good job, dude. You got 2. That means Harry's the winner, guys. Good job. He wins AirPod Pros. Good job. Just kidding. I've actually thought about raffling off some AirPods or something like that here. Oh, thank you. Okay, fine. I won't raffle off AirPods then. All right, if I can get Naima to come up here. All right, we're going to sing a new one tonight, guys. It's called Sea of Victory. You guys might have heard it. I've been on the radio before. It's all about seeing a victory, and I think that victory is not something we typically give credit to. We live in a world where we tend to focus on the L's in life, right? I know I tend to have I have to fight myself to not have an L mentality. I took an L here, I took an L there. I didn't get this, or I wanted to do that, and I didn't get a chance to do that. And it's really easy to do that during this season, during COVID, of close downs and whatnot. But I think there is a lot of positives that have happened this year. You guys agree with me? Have you guys Can someone name a positive that's come out of this year? Come on. Less homework. That's good. How about getting out of school early? You guys get out of school like at 12:30, right? You high schoolers? Yeah, that's pretty good. You guys used to get out at 3. Carrie? Time to take a nap. How many of you guys have taken more naps in the last year than in your entire life? Yes, right? Not me, but yes. Also, what's something positive that's come out of this year? Diego? Jesse. Jesse is positive. You're right. Personally, I've gotten a lot more time with my family. You know, I never realized how much I was on the go. I was always doing something, right? It was, I think, probably 4 or 5 nights a week I was doing something, whether that be youth here or hang out with students or hang out with my own personal friends or whatever. But this COVID has kind of made me slow down and made me think, well, you have to like pour into the family that you have that's right there, right? And it's just made me spend more time with my family, which I've so enjoyed, loving more family time. And so that's been a huge positive that's come out of this, right? One of the best positives, I hope, for you guys, and I know it has been for me, is a greater reliance on Jesus. If you guys don't know what I mean by that is that you just there comes a point where you just got to trust God, that everything's going to work itself out. Trust God that everything's going to be okay, that you're going to make it through another day. You're going to get through lockdown. You're going to get through X. You're going to get through Y. You're going to get through Z. That's been the greatest victory of greater reliance on Jesus. So let's sing Sea of Victory. The weapon may be formed, but it won't prosper. When the darkness falls, it won't prevail. 'Cause the God I serve knows only how to triumph. Oh, my God will never fail. Sing it again. Oh, my God will never fail. I'm gonna see a victory.